Hi, I'm Marna and this is the Dolls Rescue Channel, and today we have a tutorial for you, and what we're going to show you is how, you can see my little gal here, Gloria, is dressed like a pirate. She's ready for the pirate day coming up. We have added 2 pull strings to the back of our mini or petite Blythes. They had sleepy eyes, and we changed it, and this is how we did it. Today we have a craft that is A, not for children, and B, if you do decide to take your dolls and do this, we are not responsible for your outcomes or any accidents. This is not an easy, well, it's not hard, but it's a very tedious DIY, actually tutorial, and you are responsible for your own outcomes.
Okay, Marna has asked me to show you how we have at least successfully attempted once to change these mini Blythes from sleepy eyes, where when they're upright their eyes are open and when they lay down their eyes are closed, to string pull, where one string closes their eyes and the other string opens them. So,
Show the pull strings.
yeah, so you can see the pull strings here in back. You'll get to see the actual string saw, wasn't it? So, first thing we have to do here, of course, is to take their heads apart. And these dolls, the little minis, are easier to take apart than the bigger dolls. There's just one Phillips screw in the back. Find the largest screwdriver that will fit in that hole. And there's a screw, and then it all just comes apart here. The back of the head, the front, the scalp, and the eyes. And you see the eyes are weighted, and they just sit in there. And the first thing we have to do is take them apart. Now these weights here have to go, because if we don't take them out, then they'll still be sleepy eyes. When you stand them up, they will open. And what I found is they are just press fit in there, but the plastic is just a little bit goes outside the metal weight insert. And so we kind of have to cut this off. Now, you can save these weights, and if you ever wanted to go back, you can undo all this. You'll have to glue them back in. They won't just be press fit, or however they're in here now. But you could put them back to sleepy eyes if you wanted to for some reason. All right, so all I'm doing here is, and all of this takes a few minutes, but it's delicate work, but it's not difficult work, because my hands are not that small, and I don't want to break them. And Marna will tell you she doesn't want me to mess up the eyelashes, because the eyelashes are
I don't know how I'd replace them. I don't know what I would use to replace the eyelashes. I'm sure I'd find something or cut down some human eyelashes, but it doesn't sound like fun to me at this point. And I'm not that adventurous at this point. So we're gonna do that ×2. Okay, folks, remember it's me behind the camera today, so if it's a little shaky or not perfect, please forgive me.
Okay, so I've got the 2 weights out now, and what we're going to do next is put 2 holes in the plastic in the right place here, one for the open eye string and one for the closed eye string. Now the open eye string, let me see if I can point with something. So to open it, what we're going to do is drill a hole through this top right here, and this is how we'll open it. So when you pull on the string, it will twist it open. And then down here in the cup, in this case on the left inside, we're going to drill a hole right here at what would be about 6 o'clock or so, or about 5 o'clock, excuse me. We're going to drill a hole here for the close.
And that one's sideways.
Yeah, and when you pull on that string, it will tilt it or rotate it downwards so it closes the eyes. So now I have the drill bit here. This is actually the drill bit I use. It's a number 64. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be small enough that that you can drill a hole here, and big enough that you can thread whatever it is you're threading, whatever string you're using for opening and closing.
It's a tiny piece, and you really have to be careful when you go to drill.
I have this little, I'm kind of all wrong-handed here for this, so let me see if I can do this.
I'm going to have to back up out of his way
so
he can see what he's doing, but I am trying to show you how it goes.
we looked for the handheld drill would work so much better than this big heavy drill trying to.
It didn't get put up where up belongs.
So
he remembers giving it back. I remember him saying, I'm going to need that. This is the more delicate part.
So there's the hole right there. Now
hold it against the black so they can see that.
I think it's against the browns.
There you go. No, that's way better.
Okay, so there's the hole for the opening. Now you probably could tie around the middle here and catch this notch here and not have to put that hole in, but since I had all the equipment out at the time,
and
it seemed like
hold.
Yeah, and this we know won't, well, hopefully won't come out. And then the other.
All right, let me back up out of his way.
We're doing this other one here at 5 o'clock, and the reason why, if you kind of, I'm not going to put this all back together, but if you see here, I want the knot the knot will be on the outside of this cup here, and I want that knot to sit over here, so the knot down here where it might interfere or drag against the doll head, the inside of the doll head. So we're just putting it over here on this side here. So, well, anything's possible. This is delicate work. These are delicate pieces.
I mean, if it rubbed against another piece.
And well, I'm just saying, and I could definitely screw this up and make this be a non-functional doll eye. So if you're trying this at home, be forewarned. Yeah, you could destroy your doll eye. I'm not real fond of drilling near my fingers like this, but I don't know how else to do this. And then that's it. Now we have the two spots where the thread will go.
If you hold it right there, you can see it on the black.
You can see that second hole right there. And you could do it on the right-hand side. You'll see in a minute here why I did it on the left eye. Okay, now that we have the eyes drilled, or the eye sockets drilled and ready for the strings, we need a place for the strings to come out. Since there is no pre-existing string holes, we're going to drill 2 holes in the back of the head, one for the open eyes, one for the closed eyes. You can see here on the first girl we did here, we have them offset. The one up top is for opening, the one down below is for closing, and we have them to the right and left of center so that when the strings hang with beads that they're not completely overlapping. And you can make those further apart or closer together, it doesn't matter. And since we made the close on the left-hand side, that's why I drilled the left-hand eye socket for the close. So all we need to do now is just drill those 2 holes.
He marked it last time he did it, just lining it all up. But because he's done it before, he's able to eyeball it looking at the second one.
So that's the first. You can't go too close to the hole, or to the screw hole here, because you want it to come out away from that plastic there. And then up here somewhere for the other side, kind of symmetrical from center. It's not critical, no one's going to be looking at it, but do the best you can. And you have to leave enough room, I almost forgot, for the plastic head. Marna's going to grab her string and thread these up, and we'll put it all together.
For the string, I found that if you use 2-ply of the 6-ply embroidery thread, you don't want it too heavy either. One thing I did, when I do this again, I will change, is the heavier, if you have a heavier side of beads, you really want them, your weights to be equal. But if you have a heavier side, it needs to be up top. I didn't realize how light these alphabet beads were. It worked out, it's fine. As you can see, when you pull the string, it works. Pull this, can't see it for her hair. Pull down and then pull up, pull down, and then pull the upper side. Her hair's a mess. I've been fooling with the beads. But you just can use the embroidery thread, or we are going to try fish line. Now, I don't know about knotting it, and what we're wondering about is if it will lay right. But we're going to try it in this one, and we will go from there.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. That is so fine here. We've got the fishing string attached. Instead of putting a knot in it and just feeding it through, I actually had to tie it to the eyes.
With the fisherman's.
With the fisherman's knot, and it is just such fine stuff. Boy, it makes me nervous as all get out. So now we're going to put it back together. This might be a whole lot easier. Okay, so now the eyes are back in place, and this is the way I found it worked for me. And then now you have to basically carefully thread this. And again, the top one goes through the top hole. And
it took us a while to do the other one. This is tedious work, slow work.
Okay, after much frustration here, I have the eyes in place, and I have the strings straight through. They're not tangled or knotted or caught on the eyes, so they go through now.
And they're through his hand, so he's pulling backwards as he feeds it in.
Yeah, just want to kind of keep the slack out of it. Now the tricky part here is not to mess anything up, and to get the head or the scalp and the body on the head here. And of course, using my third hand here, I'm gonna get the hair out of the way, insert the scalp,
it really is a delicate, tedious job. It kind of took both of us to put the last doll together, and it could again. Because of the sliding of the eyes on the inside. I should probably be on the other side to show you this.
Okay, so now I'm gonna I can't put it all the way together, but because I'm gonna have to take it, spread it back apart here.
At the bottom.
At the bottom, carefully, to make room for the...
And if it all falls apart, just start over. It's not that you'll lose, well, if you do it carefully. It's not that all is lost if it comes back apart. It's just frustrating. Again, it just takes some time.
All right, so...
Do you want to check the eyes?
Yeah, we're going to check here real quick here if you can... This string is... You might, first time you do this, want to use a colored string so you can see what it is you're doing. So, open. Oops, and I can't even differentiate which one's which. Okay, so that's closed.
Okay, open and close, there you go.
And open.
Wide-eyed.
Okay, so let's put this together here before I drop it and have to start all over again. Okay. And all I have to do now is just insert this, put this screw in, and careful not to get a thread or a hair caught in there. And of course, trying not to crush the eyelashes on the other side.
Careful, careful. Oh no, not the eyelashes.
It's a long screw too for such
And
a little
I
head.
did not do any face up or anything on this doll yet because we wanted to do this tutorial. I do plan to do something with this doll, and yes, you can paint the eyelids. I have done it with fingernail polish. And there they are. They're opening. Very cool. I'm going to add beads, and then I'm going to add a couple of charms, one on each, so that it ties well. And we'll be back. Okay, couple of things. I'm not crazy about the fish line for a few reasons, but it does lay, I don't know if you can see that, it does lay flat. Our concern was it was going to come out and arch, but it doesn't. I did put 2 extra beads on the bottom side of the eyes, and then I added charms. We did the fisherman's knot. I think she's going to need a little hair spa, which I'm fine with. But we've got the open and the close and the open and the close. I am thrilled. I did the, what do you call them? Incandescent? Is that what you call it, Darren?
Iridescent?
Iridescent, yeah. Beads, because I didn't want black against her hair, and I think it turned out really pretty. I would not recommend the double pull strings for dolls that, this is Twiggy, named after the model. You can see she has on her little pirate outfit. She's ready to go, barefoot and ready to on the deck. She still has sleepy eyes, and she will keep them. I bought this doll as my mannequin. When I'm making clothes, I have her nearby to try them on. Also, whoops, get in the stand, Twiggy, get in the stand. Also, I would not do Bitsy's strings. I would not put strings on her. She also still has sleepy eyes. The reason is she rides on the bicycle with us sometimes in Daisy's little seat on my bike, and I would not want those strings getting caught in anything and breaking. She's a little bit more active than these dolls. Thank you for watching the Dolls Rescue channel. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe.